So I decided today is the day we're going to try to put those ramps over there that are really tiny on the back of the step deck that mount to these brackets that go on the back of here. There's a couple issues with that. One, obviously the rub rail on the back, and two, I don't know if you'll see it, but somebody has backed very aggressively into something and bent the snot out of that C-channel. So I'm gonna try to pull deck boards and see if that's strong enough to push that C-channel out and go from there. So I'll put you on time lapse and see what we get. My Stanley Torx bits bit the dust. Oh, and the first one was just spinning, so I'll find something else to try to figure out how to get those out.
This is obviously bent and not straight, so he's trying to pull this part out so that it's straight, kind of like it is over here, or at least straighter. And the little red tractor just didn't quite have enough pulling power, so he's going to get the blue tractor, which is bigger but does not have as much finesse or easily controlled in little bits, so it'll be interesting to see how it all works. Alright, so we got Big Bluey on the job now. We'll see how it works. There was not a lot of weld holding that on, just this little bit right here, just the shiny metal spot. So we'll fix it. Sam will fix it. Okay, so Sam prefers to use a skinny wheel when he's cutting metal just because it makes a nice edge and you don't have to go back and grind it, but it's really super slow on cutting this line that he needs in this piece of metal that he's going to use for the brace behind the bracket that holds the ramp on. Is that mostly right?
Yeah.
So he's going to use the plasma cutter. That is not supposed to look like that, and that makes it so that the plasma cutter doesn't work very well. So we're going to see if we can fix that really quick. By we, I mean Sam. We're going to see if the redneck ingenuity that we applied is going to be enough to make it work. So will you explain to me and my mom and anyone else who doesn't know how a plasma cutter works? Oh no, it's just magic?
Thanks, magic sauce.
Okay. really bright light comes out and it just cuts metal?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's funny that you think I know. There's arcs and air, and then magic happens. Search for consumables for whatever that number is.
IPT 80?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Helps if you don't put the nozzle on backwards. Alright. Take 2.
Mm-hmm.
Plasma's pretty fast, isn't it?
Yeah.
Whoa, that is bright. Oh.
It's supposed to be bright, but not like that. Kind of weird that the air quits blowing when
I know, I wondered why it was like one or the other, but not both at the same time. We need a louder air compressor.
Massively worn. So
Oh, yeah.
I think it's just hosed.
So is that like a welder tip thing that does something that... I'm going to stop using words now because I don't know what I'm talking
It's
about.
a thing that does something.
Makes some light and heat.
Yeah. I mean, that's so far gone.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, detection light flashing. That's
Oh,
a good sign.
something might be wrong. Okay, so I was just kidding. We're not really going to plasma cut anything. Back to skinny wheel. I don't love how it grabs and jumps when you're cut. Yeah, that's not my favorite part.
I was gonna say, you get to film.
No.
Have a saw accident. One down, Brandy.
You have to do it again?
Yeah. That's why I wanted to use the plasma.
Oh, that's going to be fun.
Yeah.
It's very precise.
That's ugly.
Nobody's going to see it. It's going to have metal in front of it.
Look at yours.
Go ahead.
I wonder whether to trim it later. And I can't decide whether to punch holes in it to weld plugs.
If it's going to help it attach better. This does not look safe. Putting your left hand, I don't know.
Smells like barbecue. We're gonna go for 5 holes.
Okay. We already have 3?
Yeah. Won't count.
Couldn't you just clip it right here?
It's painted and insulated.
Oh. Well, then couldn't you just clip it this way?
Over there, yeah, that'd be out of the way. Over here, it's in the way when it's that way.
Oh, okay. Nope, nope, you can't. Thanks for asking.
Over there that way? Is that what you were asking? It's gonna fly off.
It is.
Okay.
You are welcome, Forbes.
And then I changed my darkness back. Darkness.
Good job, welder. So do you need to clamp it on there? You have to hold it on there while you weld it? Both?
Hold.
Oh.
I didn't know that was either or.
Do you need welding gloves?
It would be cool, but it takes too long to find them.
Where are they?
I don't know. Because I think I want that to end up flush at the top, right?
I think.
I'm just going to tack it and see what it looks like with the thing on top.
Okay.
Clamp. That seems close.
Yeah, pretty close. That's pretty handy.
It pushes the button though.
Oh, that's not very handy.
It was handy for a second, then it wasn't. So I think I kind of like where that's at. Had to go in my ear hole. I don't know why I can't weld upside down with this welder. Kind of annoying.
Yeah, that's how I would probably do it.
Why me and this welder don't weld upside down together? If I get the welding out from under it. Oh yeah.
That's
kinda fun.
pretty.
I'm gonna do another hole.
Okay. What?
The ball off the gun.
Oh. So if you know anything about welding, it's not quite supposed to sound spattery like that, and so like on and off. Plus there's some wind that, if you've watched any of our other videos, you know that the wind blows most of the time out here, and there's a shielding gas that comes out of the nozzle tip thing that does something. I really wish I wasn't the one that was explaining how this stuff worked.
It's MIG, metal inert gas. So the argon that shields the metal wire that you're welding with blows away. And then it looks like that. And that.
Which one where? Oh.
Dirty, ugly weld.
Okay.
Dirtier and uglier. Better example.
Is it?
And yes, it's ugly welds.
No, that's not even what I'm looking at. It almost looks like there's rust in it. Is that?
You're talking like that stuff?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Because that's the.
Oh, where it's got like the pock
Yeah.
marks and the pitted. Oh, okay. I was looking. I don't want to touch it because I think it's hot. But, yeah, the stuff that looks like it's rust on top of it.
Mm-hmm.
So. And then
My booger won't.
I was
rip
gonna
off.
say we've made a little weld puppet animal, not a puppet, but like a balloon animal, but out of weld. Made a weld animal.
So yeah, less windy.
Okay, so we're gonna wait until there's less wind, which is probably gonna be the third of never, but who knows? Maybe we'll get lucky.
shorter tip way stuck down inside there. So it has to short that whole wire out while you're welding upside down, and then it globs and falls down in there. Similar to this one, but this one runs a whole lot longer before it does it. So the old Miller actually works upside down versus the Lincoln, so we got to get new tips.
Perfect.
And I played around with the stick welder for a minute, but I suck at stick welding.
And it seems less convenient because then after you weld, you have to do something with that little hammer.
Knock the slag off,
Right.
and then wire brush it, and all that kind of good stuff. I was gonna say the difference is, you know, you got decent penetration.
Yeah.
But with how much weld we're laying in there,
Yeah.
it'll be fine.
Yes. And do we want to tell the story of the auction welder, or?
What's the story? You tell the story.
All I remember is I accidentally bought a welder.
Oh yeah, there was, because we were gonna bid on something else, so I clicked it just to make sure that my login worked and everything.
I don't remember what else we were gonna bid on.
I don't either.
But we didn't win it, but we accidentally won the welder.
Yeah.
Which is good, because it's a bigger, more powerful welder than the little blue one.
Yeah, it doesn't start smoking when you run it for a long time.
Yeah, oh, that was the other thing. I don't know if we ever really got it on video, but this, I'm not going to touch it. This little thing right here will start smoking because it's pulling more
Amperage than that little wire and that crappy connection can handle, so it gets hot.
So the Miller's a good welder for a lot of things, but not.
Its duty cycle is what they call it.
Okay.
It's low compared to the big boy.
Oh, okay. So you can't weld
Continuously.
for, yeah, okay.
That's why we go make little braces.
Okay. So this is pretty much the process, minus a little bit more welding.
And we're gonna, just in case he's put those things into there,
Little braces under there so that when we put the ramps on, it won't
rip them off.
rip them off. And then we're gonna do the exact same thing on the other side, and then we'll show you what the whole thing looks like when it's all done. So Sam got this side completely finished with the bracing and everything, and I know I said that I would show you the whole thing when it was done, and I will. It just won't be right now. Putting the brackets for the ramps was kind of one of those projects that we were working on because we had some time in between cuttings and there wasn't anything that immediately needed to be working on. So he started working on this. Well, then we get the baler and the wheel lines. So now we have some new projects that are a little bit more pressing. So unfortunately, this one's gonna have to get put on the back burner for a little while. It will get finished. It will look amazing. We'll do some testing, probably pulling one of the tractors up on it or something, and that'll be fun to see, I think. So this project isn't finished, but it's put on hold for now. So to be continued at some undetermined time in the future. Thanks for watching.